Well, if you missed the past couple videos that I did about rabbit tractors and stuff, the rabbits were in here, and then there were some rabbits in cages and some rabbits already in the tractors, and so I built some new tractors, and I put all of the meat rabbits in the tractors to see if I liked having the breeders in the tractors. And I figured out that for me and my setup, I don't like having the breeders in tractors. I figured out that if I did have them in tractors, I think I'd like it better if there was one tractor for each doe, and we need a lot more grass and like pasture for them to be on. We're kind of hilly and we have poor soil, so we have very little, like, there'll be grass, but it's very sparse and hard to like give the rabbits enough feed on the grass because it's so like thin. And for us and our setup right now, tractors for everyone isn't the best option. Now we're still gonna keep the grow outs in tractors, so once we wean the babies from the colony, they're gonna go into tractors, but it's not feasible to have all the rabbits in tractors, just the grow outs. So we moved the rabbits back in the colony, but before we did, I built a little special shelf thing. So in the colony before, whenever you put the greens down on the floor, they'd get really like dirty and messed up, and then the rabbits would like eat them and then like leave some, and they'd dry and get like on the floor, and like all the stems and stuff, and it was kind of just like a huge mess. So I was like, oh, this isn't good. But I came up with a plan, and I did this plan, and it's working pretty well. I have the greens up on the shelf. I might build like a little like box or a feed trough or something for them in the future, but so far this is working pretty well. So let me give you a tour of the new colony and see all the improvements I've made. So let's go. So as you enter the colony, you see let me close the door. Alright, this is the new addition. So what I did is I took 2 pallets, I cut them to size, and so this is 1 pallet, that's 1 pallet, and then I have like 3 legs, 1, 2, and then there's 1 back there, and then I did wood across there, and then there's a lip back here. I don't know if you can see. Back here is like a little lip of wood that I rested the back of the pallets on. So this acts as both a shelf and like an overhang thing. So this is my colony table, or I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. So on top we have, like, this is like the food and water station. I'm also hoping with this is to help prevent the coccidiosis from getting them, because then they're eating the greens not as much on the ground, and food and water is up there, and I'm hoping the water will stay like not super dirty, because like when it was down here it'd get like bedding in all the time, but now that it's up here I'm hoping it'll continue to be good. So I might be doing some update videos on how everything's doing, but for now there are salt and mineral licks, because we feed whole grains. They don't get the minerals that come in the pellets, so we give them free choice. Then this is the chicken feeder full of whole grains. It's oats and barley and sunflower seeds and wheat, and yeah. And then we have greens. Today I try to mix up what we give them, so today was more like sort of grass and some herbs. Mostly grass. We have like herb towers, and like seeds fell, and so there's like catnip and lemon balm growing in the grass. So this is that, and they're gonna eat this down all day. I'm hoping every day. My hope is that there's extra greens, because that means for sure they got enough greens. So my hope is that they'll eat as many greens as possible and then supplement with the grain. And then we have the waters. They're up on little stools so they don't get dirty as easily. We have 2 just because. And then we have a ramp. So I screwed into that end, and it's pretty good. And then they also have a little step stool there that they like to use a lot. They jump up there and then jump up there. And then, as you can see under, I have all the nest boxes. So we have the nest boxes that have been in the colony before, like all the blue these 2 blue tubs, and then this tub is new. And I have some white hidey houses over here, and then also we have the wooden nest boxes that we use in the tractor. So there's one open, and that one's open, and that one's open, and this one looks more like a regular nest box. And so we have a variety of choices of rabbits if they want to have babies. They have a variety of choices of nest box. And then we have little jingly toy balls, and we have the 2 cat carrier halves over there. And then we have a pot over here. So it's doing pretty good. So in the colony now, we have all of the meat rabbit does and 1 buck. We have Rinna, the chocolate otter doe, who is hopefully pregnant. She's sleeping right now. Then back there is Adelaide. She's a New Zealand, Lolo's daughter, and she's black with a little white on her chest. This hidey house is Pepper. She's a New Zealand mutt, and she's a broken blue, and hopefully she's pregnant. On top of the hidey house is Selah. She is a harlequin, and hopefully she's pregnant as well. And then we have Lolo. She's a doe. She's black. She's in New Zealand, and hopefully she's pregnant. Ivy. She is Lolo's other daughter. She was a grow out, but we decided to put her in here just because, and so she is going to be a breeder, and we're going to see how that goes. But she is a black New Zealand as well. Then over here is Henwin. She is Rosie and Basil's daughter and Pepper's sister. She is a blue New Zealand mutt, and she used to be in the tractors, but now we brought her in here because we're having all the does in one spot. And then here we have Barlow. He is a pedigreed Champagne d'Argent buck. We got him for free, and he's our secondary buck because Basil had to be cold. He wasn't doing very well. So we're going to try out and see how Barlow does. And he's the only buck in here, and he's going to be the dad of all the future babies. The does who are already pregnant are pregnant with other bucks' babies, but whoever gets pregnant from now on, they're going to be Barlow's babies who are born. So this is the new colony and the new rabbits in here, and it's going to be awesome and great. We're getting ready for the breeding season to start. We have a lot of pregnant does, and we haven't had any babies born since spring, so we're getting into fall, getting into breeding season, and there's going to be a lot of rabbit content coming up on this channel. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up it and to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And comment below with any questions or comments or really anything at all. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!